15 years! Woo! Woo!
Buggle.
That's what those 15 years of marriage does to you.
This is going to be our love story from 15 years back on how a girl from small city in Poland met a boy from... Where are you from?
From India.
Bangladesh?
Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, same thing.
So how a small boy from India met in the United Kingdom, got married, and are now raising 3 children in the United Kingdom. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Agnes with
Her husband, Josh.
Yes, of 14 years now. Next month is our anniversary, 14 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god, don't tell me you didn't remember.
May, yeah, it's May. That's right, yeah.
He remembers. The day?
That's not important.
No, it is. What day did we get married?
24th.
Alright, okay, we're done with that video. If you can't remember when we got married, how is that video gonna go well?
It was one of the most important days of my life.
And yet you can't remember.
I was so excited. I guess the excitement's like all over.
You didn't remember what day we got married?
It was like a warm day. Sun was shining. Sun was shining on us. It was a happy day.
I'm not gonna proceed with this video until you tell me the day we got married.
The most important thing is that it was sunny day and it was a happy day for us. That's all matters.
But you got late.
Numbers doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you not remember the day now? Honestly, I'm asking you, do you remember the date that we got married?
Okay, I know it's later. So was it
15th or 24th or 27th? No, colder or 27, 28, come on, 30, no.
Yeah, in May, not in
30,
April.
31st?
Yeah.
See? 31st.
It took you 15 attempts to guess this date.
It's like we've been together for 15 years. So 15 attempts, that's still
Good.
good.
Right, rubbish. Right. Anyway, let's get to the point. Today we want to give you our love story just because so many of you keeps asking us how you guys met. So here it is, guys. How did we meet?
I think it's by chance. Like
No.
I was at the right place at the right time, or she was at the right place at the right time.
I was to begin with. I think I'm lucky. Your name is Lucky, but I'm lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a destiny.
Yeah. I don't know where she is now.
How it all happened. I used to work in a currency exchange place. I'm not going to mention the names because that's not important. In the airport. And one day I went for lunch. And while I was walking out the lunch, I bumped onto a person. Like literally, I turned and there he was, standing with a cage. Because I think you were delivering goods to the restaurant that time, right? And he looked so familiar, or like it was kind of an instant connection that I felt like I met him somewhere before.
Yeah. So I was pulling food cages, trolleys in the airport, delivering food to the restaurant. And so it was just like, so we just bumped into each other.
So I am a shy person, but this time, because I felt like I met him before, I had to talk to him. So I was like, I met you before, haven't I? Or haven't we met? Something like that, didn't I?
Yeah, something down the line she said, I've seen you somewhere, and I was like, yeah, it must be a Bollywood movie.
No, he said... No, you said to me, maybe we met in David Lloyd's, because I remember that you mentioned the gym, and that time I was actually going to David Lloyd's. Oh no, I think I've asked you, do you go to the gym to David Lloyd's? And you said yes, I go to the gym to David Lloyd's. And you've never been there before, have you? So he lied to me. The first time he met me, he just lied to me because he just didn't want to miss the chance of talking to me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not how it was.
Yeah. She's like, do you go to David Lloyd's? I was like, yes. I looked at myself and like, yeah, do I really look like I go to David Lloyd's?
You did look really ripped. Yeah, you were quite fit.
Yeah.
You are quite fit. What happened to you? Me? Am I feeding you too well or just holding you back from going to the gym? So that's how we started the conversation. I did not have too much time, so I said I need to go. But obviously then he asked me where do I work. So I said I'm just working in a currency exchange place, and that's how he knew where to find me next. So the next time he was at the airport, I don't know how many days after, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was opening my till and he was then just about to go and deliver their cages somewhere else. And he stopped by my counter.
Yeah, just give him to say hello.
And he goes to me, so how'd you get to work? And I said, I take a bus, but I want to drive one day. Because obviously that time I was only like 22 years old or so. I didn't have a driving license. So I was like, yeah, I'll take a bus, but I want to learn one day to drive. And then you said?
I'm a driving instructor.
Yeah, so his part-time job was driving instructor.
So yeah, I used to be lorry driver / delivering food at the airport. And also over the weekend, I used to do driving instructor work. So I used to teach people to drive.
Yeah. So he said, why don't you call my manager? And he's given me the card with his name and the number to the manager. So this guy, instead of asking for my number, he's giving me the number to call the driving instructor place.
So driving
so
school.
He can give me a lesson.
Yeah, the driving school I used to work for. I've given their details. I just thought, good. Well, she's a beautiful looking girl, and I've got a customer. Yeah.
Business, always business.
At the beginning, I enjoyed talking to her, and I thought she was, I found her really attractive, but I didn't think more than business because I just thought, okay, she needs to get to work. And she needs to get a driving license, and I'm going to have a client over the weekend so I can give her lessons. And I just thought, great.
I thought you were just going to say, well, at the beginning, I enjoyed talking to her, and then that's no longer the case.
Yeah, at the beginning, I enjoyed talking to her, and then she started flicking food onto me.
All right, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. After he's given me the number to call, few minutes after, I was thinking, what a weirdo. Why did he not ask my number? So then a few minutes later, you returned and you said, by the way, can I maybe ask for your number so I can call you and maybe we can meet up one day? Do you remember that? No. Okay. So how did we get to call each other? You then called me after 2 weeks, right? Where you claimed that I said to you, I like you. Okay. So that's how it happened. He then took my number and did not call me for 2 weeks or so. And I was thinking, why the hell a guy takes your number and never calls you?
Because I'm a fisherman.
You were fishing for other girls?
Fisherman, no. I just drop in. There's a lake here. In the lake, there's only one fish. That's you. And I just
Really?
I just got the worm on the hook and just dropped it into the water and just waited 2 weeks. I was like, is this fish gonna hook up or not?
But then, if you don't actually make a call, how would you know whether I would hook up?
Like,
if you would call me the next day, I would still, catch the bait.
I was too busy in life.
Right. So then he calls me and he was like, oh, how are you? And I was like, I thought you would never call me.
Oh
like,
my God, that excitement in her voice when I called her was like,
that's not
it's
true.
You! My dream!
No, that's not true.
My Salman Khan!
Yeah, you're right. Too much you are.
I was like, yes, it's me, darling. Do you want to get married?
It wasn't just as quick, but it was pretty quick how we got married. Anyway, so from then, you took me to Thai restaurant, I remember. Yeah, so our first date was... No, that's a lie. You took me to this pub in Isleworth.
In Old Isleworth, yeah. This is a really, really good bar / pub. It's called Town Wharf. I don't know if it still exists, but it was a beautiful location. So I took her there. On the first date, we had...
Samosas. No,
we had.
We just had a couple of drinks and that's it, really.
Yeah.
We just talked and we seemed to be talking for hours and we had so much to talk about, right? Yeah. We just found that we just had so much ease to talk to each other, and part of just being really attracted to one another. We just thought, that's
we got a good chat that evening, and then we went home.
The second day you took me, and that's about the flickering food on him. So it was my birthday, actually. So it was 24th of October. Josh took me to the Thai restaurant. That's the one I remember. And he brought a cake. And the cake had really pretty ribbon around it. So before you actually eat the cake, you had to take the ribbon off. So as I was very clumsy, taking the ribbon off, the food just started flickering all over him. So that's what he's mentioning, that I was so clumsy. I was thinking, geez, this guy will never date me again because I'm just so clumsy.
Pretty much every time we went out,
I just danced off it.
Covered in food every time I went in.
I think I was just so nervous that I just ended up being so clumsy.
Yeah.
Because I really kind of liked him and I really wanted us to carry on seeing each other. But very soon after, it was February actually, we went to meet our friends in their house, and that's when the friend of ours, kind of got us to think about getting married. So it wasn't like Josh proposed to me or anything. We do actually have a story, the whole story about our non-proposal marriage on our channel. I will link it down in the description below. You can guys watch that later. But yeah, so we pretty much got married, or decided to get married.
We
3 months
were
into our
together.
relationship.
Yeah, we were together for not so long, and I wasn't sure, at what point I should mention about wedding. However, we had some discussions during the time we were dating, so it happened really quick. I just thought she was a fantastic person, very homely, very caring, and I was, pretty lonely, living in a flat, sharing with boys. So I just needed a life partner where I can settle down and move on, and things worked out.
And you would just
perfect.
settle for anyone that comes along, and I was the first one to come along. So that's it.
Very desperate.
He snatched me.
Desperado.
Yeah. I was very desperate too. No, we were very young, and I think it's when you're that young, you kind of act on an impulse, right? You fall in love, and it's like you just want to be with the person forever.
Things worked out great.
Yeah.
We got married very young, and she was 24, I was 25. At the age of 26, I had my first child. So yes, I look back and I don't regret a day, and I'm thinking, things happened. It kind of really moved on. Now we are in our, late 30s. Me,
What
early
did you want to
40s.
say? Early 40s? We're not 40 yet.
Me in the beginning in 40s almost, and having 3 kids. Another 10 years, in my 50s, I will be a free man.
Are you planning to divorce me?
No, free man in a sense that in my 50s I'll be free man. In your late 40s you'll be a free woman.
What do you mean free?
No, child free.
Well, our children will be grown up. That's what you want to say.
Yeah, our children will be grown up,
Yeah.
and then I'll be free.
And then he's going to go and get himself another bird.
Yeah, probably parakeets.
Yeah.
Kept on from the garden.
So what did you first think about me?
She was caring, homely, and she was still in her studies, which was great. And I just thought, yeah, she will finish her studies and print money. What more I want? So what did you find attractive in me, except that you thought I was a Bollywood actor?
Well, except that I thought that you were tall, dark, handsome, and ripped and all this, and you had huge muscles, and yeah, no, you were just. I really felt like I have to talk to you because you were so good looking that I couldn't just let you by. I couldn't let you go. You had a bit more hair than now you do. No, that is completely not what I looked at. You did have a lot of hair though. No, I just really found you attractive. We just had such an ease to talk, and I thought I really loved the values that you had. As we got on talking, you were talking about how much you loan for a family, how much you value the family life, and I knew you're working 2 jobs, so I knew you're going to provide for us, and I would never have to worry about us, not having a bread to feed the children. And I knew you wanted to have your own house, which is something
typical, Indian men mentality. All Indian men
think the same.
Majority, I think, have similar sort of thing. They're the providers, get a house, settle down, have kids.
So after getting to know your values and after getting to know you as a person, you looking so good was a bonus on top of it all. I thought we're going to have beautiful children together. And that's how it all started. And now we've been married for 14 years, have 3 children, a house,
And
business, and a dog. We have a toffee now who is sitting at the side and snoring away.
Yeah.
So that's how we met. We were both very poor at that time, had no houses, no stable career or anything like that. But I think when you're in love and when you're into somebody and you respect each other, you love each other, you will build your future, no matter what age you are, no matter how rich or how poor you are. That's important, right?
If you are rich, I think it makes it a little bit easier than if you're poor. Because
But
then
we were
there's
poor.
a struggle.
We were very poor.
Yeah, we were. So we struggled, but we struggled together.
And I think that's what makes us appreciate each other so much as well, yeah?
Yep.
Because we've achieved so much together and
Yeah.
we pushed one another.
Well, when I met her, I had nothing. I had no house, I had no car, I had no stable job. But I love the fact that she never looked that way. She never thought this guy has nothing. And I always kind of respected her for that she took me for who I was, didn't think about my money or house or what I had or what I didn't. So yeah, that says a lot about her.
Right, guys, thank you so much for listening to our love story. If you have any questions or if you want to share your love story with us, we would love to hear it. I think it's beautiful the world is mixing. I'm obviously Polish, Josh is Indian, and we live in the United Kingdom. We've got beautiful children together, and I think it's lovely to see other couples also mixing, other couples getting married and having beautiful children together and sharing their love stories. There is a lot of channels that we watch and we follow that are like us, mixed couples, and I think it's beautiful to see and heartwarming. So thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.